episode of How to Jam Over, where I bring you another backing track I find on YouTube every weekday, live without a net, show you how the Pentatonic Way system works. I take a pentatonic scale and I apply it to every chord and show you how that can really take your playing to the next level. You know, a lot of people have the pentatonic scale, they learn chords, they learn pentatonic scale, like, okay, I did the pentatonic scale thing, what now? You know, and then they learn harmonic minor and melodic minor and all these crazy, you know, complex scales that are super hard to use, but they've never really spent the time to, like, look at the pentatonic scale and use it for all it's worth, wring every little musical note out of it, you know? Before we get into today's lesson, we got a good slow blues jam today. I just want to invite you guys to like this lesson, put a comment in the comments area. I love all the comments I get. You guys, really, it goes right to my heart. I love it. And I get back to every comment that I receive. Subscribe to the channel. Let YouTube know you love this stuff. People like you love this stuff, so it'll show everybody else. That would help support the channel so much. And just share it if you want to straight up share it and be like, dude, I've been watching these videos. They're helping me. You know, I've always wanted to learn how to jam better over backing tracks or whatever. Become a better guitar player in the simplest way possible, right? 5 notes. That's all it takes. Yeah, share it, please. And I have a Patreon, too. If you really want to support the channel and get more out of these lessons, check out Patreon. We got a couple different levels, and one of them includes like the chord charts or scale charts for all these lessons. I'm working hard to go back and start adding all the old lessons and all like the chord charts, so you don't have to sit here and go, all right, what do you use over that scale? What do you use over this one? They're all right there for you and stuff like that. So also, I want to mention the Pentatonic Way. That's a course I put together. I'm always improving it. It's all about the pentatonic scale. It takes it from you just learned the pentatonic scale all the way to now you're learning dominant scales, and now you're learning how to use the pentatonic scale in different ways than just using them on the notes and the root notes and stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. That's my real passion. So I hope you check that out. That'd be cool. 7-day free trial over there. You can check that out. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so we got a slow blues jam today. Sexy guitar backing track from Quist. This guy's awesome. Makes some of the best tracks on the interwebs. And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was in the comments, like I mentioned. I love the comments. And I got a comment asking for more blues track lessons. Now, I don't feel I'm very good at the blues, so this will be good for me to practice. So I'm going to try to focus on blues all this week, all 5 lessons, different blues tracks. I don't know, there's so many people who play blues so well, and they play it, and you're like, wow, that's amazing blues guitar. Whenever I play blues, I feel like it sounds like me trying to play over blues. Like, I don't have all the blues licks memorized as much as I play the pentatonic. I'm always just kind of going with what I feel, you know what I mean? You know, I guess in some ways that I see that as maybe good, because I'm not like just throwing out a bunch of cliches like, oh, here's this blues lick and that blues lick, and I'll let other people handle that. But in other ways, it's like I wish I could just play some blues, and people are like, wow, that's so bluesy. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Today's track has a lot of dominant 7s. Like, listen to Quist. This guy jams the blues. It's got that sweet single coil sound going on. I want to mention something. Right there. He just played the same lick twice. Play it twice, make it nice. But Frank Zappa says if you do it if you play with it more than 3 times, if you're shaking more than 3 times, you're playing with it. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I wish the whammy bar on my Strat worked too. There's a lot of wishing going on, not a whole lot of playing. So I'm going to jam in a second, and I'm going to demonstrate what I'm going to try to do, and then I'll show you what scales I'm using, all right? All right, here we go. Is that freedom rock, man? I'm just going to stick with this shape. Whoop. All right, I couldn't help myself. I had to throw in some dominant pence. Well, you can see that this is all dominant, right? You have your A7, so you got your D7. Then your D7. Right, so all the chords are sevenths, is what I'm saying. You get your E7, D7, I like that turnaround, building up that harmonic rhythm that we talked about a couple lessons ago, instead of just doing like D minor, D7 to E7. He keeps going back to the 1 in there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so what I did initially when I was jamming is I was using, which shape? That shape of the pentatonic. That was, okay. So for the A7, you can use this shape of the dominant pentatonic, and it starts on the 5th. And what you can do, what you get is root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root, major 3rd, no, 2nd, and major 3rd here. All right, so you can use those over all the A7s, and it's going to sound cool. You get that kind of the mix of the major 3rd and the flat 7 has that really cool bluesy sound. All right, now for the D, we're going to use this one based on the 5th fret, okay? So that's going to be here, here. And you have the 5th, flat 7, root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7. So you have that. All right, cool. Now, to keep things simple, because these shapes aren't really probably familiar to you and your fingers, we're going to use that same shape over the 5th too. So that E, anytime the E7th comes up, slide that whole shape right up to the 7th fret. All right? You still get the 5th, flat 7, root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root, 2nd, major 3rd, 5th, flat 7, and the root again at the end there. So I'm going to jam on those, see if you can pick out those shapes. I don't know which one to leave up here. Maybe this one, because it's crazy looking. And I'm going to jam on. See if you can pick those shapes out while I'm jamming. All right. Whoops. and scene. All right. Cool. Let's go back. Sweet. So that sounded pretty cool. Give me a second here. A little parched. All right. Blues makes me thirsty. Usually water isn't my drink of choice when playing the blues. It's whiskey. Scotch. Nah, just kidding. All right, so that sounded pretty good. One of the cool things you can do is to mix this shape with, let me click over here, with this shape, all right? So you can kind of have the best of both worlds. You have your, you know, like when you're doing that, when you bend that minor third, you're really bending up into the major third, which is the third that's present in the dominant pentatonic. And like also, a cool place where the major third can show up is on your G string here. So you play in this shape, and you have that, those two notes there, 5 and 7 on your G string, right? That's your flat 3 and your 4th, right? What you can do is use that major third there. A lot of people will do it and go to the root after, either above or they'll go to the root below, right? I learned that way back in the day. Broken Heart, something by Extreme. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, you could go to the root 2 up there. Or any note, really, the flat 7. Right? That's all the places it appears. And then here. Or like Slash does in one of his solos, he'll do. Pretty cool. So that adds the blues note in it. So mess around with that. Mix your major thirds and your minor thirds. Pretty cool. Yeah, so let's look at it one more place. Oh, we're at 20 minutes. Never mind, guys. So I'm going to show you more blues tomorrow. I don't want to like make this an 8-hour long video, though I would love to. I love playing, and it just gets, time just flies. You're like, oh, I'll sit down for 5 minutes and play. 2 hours later, you're like, holy crap, I'm going to get fired. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any favorite backing tracks, blues backing tracks, please send them my way, man. If you do it soon enough, maybe I'll feature it in this week's lessons. And just, you know, if you can make sure that it has the chord diagrams, I think that's helpful. Maybe when, you know, I'm showing you guys this stuff, that it has the chords there. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.